He wants to make a deal. I don't know if you can make a deal. The problem is, I've empowered you to be a tough guy. And I don't think you'd be a tough guy without the United States. And your people are very brave. But you're either going to make a deal or we're out. And if we're out, you'll fight it out. I don't think it's going to be pretty, but you'll fight it out. But you don't have the cards. But once we sign that deal, you're in a much better position. But you're not acting at all thankful. And that's not a nice thing. I'll be honest, that's not a nice thing. All right, I think we've seen enough. What do you think?
This is really pretty incredible. We see the
Jackie,
SUV,
hang on with us
Zelensky's
one moment.
SUV.
If you look to your left, you're going to see him. Let's watch.
Mr. President, is the deal off? President Zelensky, can you tell us what happened?
Just went up to the press area to get an understanding of what we're watching. This is what I was told. The president has kicked Zelenskyy out of the White House. His delegation right now is telling him that he's got to go home. The president felt disrespected. Officials in the room felt that beyond the language barrier that we've heard some discussion about, Zelenskyy's body language, shrugging and eye-rolling, was ungrateful, disrespectful, and the president feels that Zelenskyy is not ready for peace, and he can come back when he's ready to talk about peace. But
yes, President Trump just kicked Zelenskyy out of the White House, according to Fox News. When you take a look at the statement he released, a statement from President Donald J. Trump, we had a very meaningful meeting in the White House today. Much was learned that could never be understood without conversation. Under such fire and pressure, it is amazing what comes out through emotions, and I have determined that President Zelenskyy is not ready for peace. If America is involved because he feels our involvement gives him a big advantage in negotiations, I don't want advantage, I want peace. He disrespected the United States of America in its cherished Oval Office. He can come back when he is ready for peace. Immediately, the guy left. That should tell you something. This guy thought, maybe this is Biden. I don't know if Zelenskyy doesn't know who Trump is. This is a man of his word. When he says like this, you need to learn how to talk to him. Vance, on the other hand, took the guy unaware, pointed out things he did. I have never seen this before.
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you are not
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the President for trying to bring an end to this conflict.
Have you ever been to Ukraine that you say what problems we have?
I have been to.
Come once.
I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do you disagree that you've had problems bringing people into your military?
We have problems.
And do you think that it's respectful to come to the Oval Office of the United States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country?
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning.
Sure.
First of all, during the war, everybody has problems, even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless.
You don't
God
know
bless.
That.
You will not have a war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because
I'm
you're in no
answering
position
on
to
this question.
dictate that.
That's
Remember
exactly
this.
what
I'm not
You're in
dictating.
no position to dictate what we're going to feel. We're going to feel very good.
You will feel influence.
We're going to feel very good and very strong.
You will feel influence.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed yourself to be in a very bad position, and he happens to be right about it.
From the very beginning of the war.
You're not in a good position.
I
You don't have the cards right now. With us, you start having cards.
Playing cards.
But right now, you don't.
Yeah,
you're playing cards.
Mr. President.
You're playing
I'm very
cards.
serious.
You're gambling with the lives of
war.
millions of people.
You're
gambling with World War III. You're gambling with World War III. And what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country. That's
with
back
all
to you.
respect to your
Far
country.
more than a lot of people said
wearing
they
respect.
should have.
Have you said thank you once?
A lot of times.
No, in this
Even
entire meeting,
today.
have you said thank
Even
you.
today.
You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October. Offer some words of appreciation for the United States of America and the president who's trying to save your country.
Yes, when you look at this guy, Zelensky, he's entitled. He feels like he is there. It is crazy. Before coming to the White House, this guy took advice from different people, like he should behave like this. To me, it's a worst idea. He wants the war to continue, so he should continue to take money. When you take a look at a tweet like this, who the hell does Zelensky think he is coming to America if the country owes you something? A world leader acting like an entitled kid asking daddy for a bigger allowance. Respect to the president and JD for putting him in his place. Zelensky never expected this, thinking maybe it's the same Biden. He met with people, but not this time.
For 4 years in the United States of America, we had a president who stood up at press conferences and talked tough about Vladimir Putin, and then Putin invaded Ukraine and destroyed a significant chunk of the country. The path to peace and the path to prosperity is maybe engaging in diplomacy. We tried the pathway of Joe Biden of thumping our chest and pretending that the President of the United States' words mattered more than the President of the United States' actions. What makes America a good country is America engaging in diplomacy. That's what President Trump is doing.
Can I ask you?
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So he occupied our parts, big parts of Ukraine, part of East and Crimea. So he occupied it on 2014. So during a lot of years, so I'm not speaking about just Biden, but those time was Obama, then President Obama, then President Trump, then President Biden, now the President Trump, and God bless, now President Trump will stop him. But during 2014, nobody stopped him. He just occupied and took. He killed people. You know what the contact line?
2015.
2014
2014.
and 2014.
2014?
Yeah. So he killed.
I was not here.
Yeah, but
That's exactly right.
Yes.
To the country, this country, that's
with
back
all
to you.
respect to your
Far
country.
more than a lot of people said they should have.
Have you said thank you once this
A lot
entire
of
meeting?
times.
No, in this
Even
entire meeting,
today.
have you said thank
Even
you?
today.
You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in
Yes, maybe Zelensky will retain. Trump is not that kind of person you need to play this with. He has done this for some time now, and people will allow him to do it every single time, but he didn't succeed here. It is high time he realized that things have changed. This is a different administration. They have different goals, and Trump's main objective is to end the war, but Zelensky doesn't want that. That is actually the advice he took from different countries before coming to the White House. Like, show strength. You can't show strength. If America take a decision today, like, we are no longer with you, okay, these people now would combine, like Europe in general, will combine to fight Putin. They can't succeed that way. A lot of countries will step back because America is not there. I really wish this guy should retain on his decision. Doing this, he can't win Russia. That's just the truth.
That's not a nice thing. All right, I think we've seen enough. What do you think? Huh? This is going to be great television, I will say that. All right, we'll see what we can do about putting it together.
Thank you guys for being there, sharing out my videos. God bless you abundantly. As of clips behind here, that is just for the algorithm. You can end here.
But I said to you,
I want a ceasefire.
with guarantees.
Because you get a ceasefire faster than an agreement.
Ask our people about ceasefire, what they think.
Here's Donald Trump's new director.
We want the bureaucrats to be traumatically affected.
Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about that. The Hollywood foreign press are all very, very racist. So, fifth time. So.
Inflation. I mean, the industry I I work in the film industry, this used to be the mecca of filmdom.
It's left.
It is no more.
That's right.
And the tech industries have taken off, and
That's
many
right.
businesses in the industry, they just left. They blew out of town because
You're looking history. Remember it.
As a country about James.
Yeah, and then I think all our tax dollars probably went for Gavin's hair gel. I don't know.
Jordan.
The fans.
Josh Green, the governor, watch the news or talk.
Now look, I have a lot of.
The Democratic Party has about everything
In common, they're all terrified of Ronan Farrow.
Are we serious people?